Welcome back, folks, and thanks for sticking with us this Sunday morning. Well, joining us right now, we are talking to the ladies from the American Cancer Society. We have Kathy Weaver and April Chapa. They are both Senior Community Development Managers. So thank you, ladies, so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Of course. So before we get started, and I know you guys have a lot of great relays coming up and a lot of events that people can start participating and signing up for. Let's talk a little bit about the American Cancer Society and kind of what you all focus on. And as we were just talking about, you guys are busy all year round.
Yes. We are.
Yes.
Yes. So the American Cancer Society, of course, our #1 goal is to find a cure for all cancers. And so here in the Valley, we offer a lot of services for patients, survivors. Survivors to the American Cancer Society is anybody that's been diagnosed with cancer. Okay. So sometimes survivors feel that they are not a survivor until they've rung that bell or they've finished their last treatment. But to us, it's when you when you're diagnosed. So because you're living with it every day. Right. So our goal is to ultimately find a cure for cancer through fundraising and provide services for our community.
Definitely. And that's what keeps you guys busy all year round, because you are hosting different fundraising events and doing all of this amazing work, which in turn gives you that kind of funding to then, you know, find a cure, to help, to add research, to add awareness, and do all of these things. So it's really fantastic. And so there are a lot of relays coming up. I know a number of them are coming up within this month. And so let's start talking about that and kind of how we started doing Relay for Life and why we kind of are pushing a lot of those.
So it started in 1985 with one man just wanted to create a plan, and his name was Dr. Gordy Klatt, and now it keeps on going on. So our first relay is actually next weekend. It's April 12th. Okay. It'll be Relay for Life of Mid-Valley. It is at Mayor Pablo Peña Park. It's from 6 p.m. to 11. So we just invite anybody who's been diagnosed, anybody in the area to join our teams, to fundraise. We have lots of schools, lots of participation from the city of Weslaco, from the Mid-Valley area. Donna and Mercedes that are just going to be out there, and it's just a great entertainment fun for all ages.
Most definitely. I have to imagine. And I know you probably get a lot of participation, as you mentioned, within the schools, because I remember when I was in high school that we always had our American Cancer Society Relay for Life banners all throughout the gym, which was really great. And I remember participating in a lot of different events. And so what are the reaction, or what kind of do you get back from the community when you start doing these events, or you start making yourself present and starting, you know, hosting those awareness kind of messages?
Well, this event is for the community, so a lot do come to us and want to sign up a team, so they're really excited about it. Some of them maybe have just lost a loved one and they want to use this to remember them, or there's somebody that's going through cancer. We honor them at our relay, of course. So families are even very much involved. We encourage families to be involved. The schools are just excellent. We have some, friendly competitions, some traveling trophies that I do in my relay for Upper Valley with the school districts. So everybody's really involved, and they like to be involved, and it's just a way to remember those we've lost and to honor our survivors.
Most definitely. And so how would people go about signing up a team? Because I know we kept mentioning teams, so let's explain that a little bit so that people, if they're interested in, they can start, writing down their names of who's going to be on their team.
So a team can be anybody. It can be a school of your business. It can be your coworkers. It can be your family, your church group, anybody. So they can either go on our Facebook pages that we have, and then we can also go through our websites, or they can always call our office. We will always give them that information for them to, it can be easy done.
And throughout the whole valley, we have three relays. So if you miss one relay one weekend, you can go to another one. Because the valley, we're all very close. So
yeah, of course.
you can show up at Mid Valley in Weslaco one weekend. You can go to Cameron County in Harlingen, and then you can go to McAllen Upper Valley. Perfect. So we cover the whole valley.
Definitely, and that's probably like the best part, is seeing people that will show up at the Mid-Valley, go to Cameron County, and then go to McAllen, which I'm sure you have plenty of teams that actually do that, that go to all three. So that's fantastic. And so what's kind of the environment at one of the relays? What are people, how does it feel to be there? If people haven't ever been or participated in one and we want them to, kind of what can they expect?
Well, we have a lot of activities, a lot of fun. We have entertainment, not only schools that entertain, but we have maybe some local bands that come out. We have a survivor. It begins with the survivor lap.
Okay.
That's how we kick off the relay. So the survivors, and now if they can walk, they do. If not, with assistance, or they don't have to necessarily.
Okay.
But the survivors kick off the relay because we're there really ultimately for them. So they start the relay with the survivor lap, and then we go by teams, like I said, of families or schools or businesses, and then those teams continue their walks. It's a parade of teams, is what we call it. And then we have like fun scavenger hunts, activities through the whole night. My relay, that's on April 27th, we go from 5 p.m. to midnight.
Okay.
And so through that whole time, we have stuff planned. So it's going to be fun. Then, of course, we have a luminaria ceremony. It's usually around 9 or 9:30, depending on what relay, of course. And it's in the evening, and that's where you purchase luminaria bags in honor of or in memory of someone, and we line the track. And at that point, we have a ceremony, and that's kind of the somber part of relay. But it's also it's very emotional, but it's also kind of to celebrate as well. So we have glow sticks, we break them, we put them in the bags. It's a very touching ceremony, and we turn off all the lights in the stadium or wherever we are at, and we turn off all the lights, and it's really emotional and a connection to our community, to each other.
Yeah.
That we're all one to bring hope. That's kind of like what it means, I know, to me, like when we do it. So that's kind of like the main part of it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I know. I'm getting a little chills right now just hearing you explain it. So I definitely want to go and be a part of it. And we are sharing that information for you guys to go to the different websites depending on where you're located at, or if you want to sign up for all of them or one of them or two of them, you know, definitely go and check out that information. Now I see that on different the different locations there's different, I guess, themes. So I see the slumber party for Harlingen, but I thought the Mid-Valley one was really interesting, was getting down on the farm, I think. So tell me about how you guys came up with the themes and if people should be dressing up accordingly.
So we actually have a committee. We don't do it all by ourselves.
Yes.
So we have some volunteers that are amazing, that have their full-time jobs, and then they have this heart of gold. So they assist us, and they come up with a theme every year. So like Mid-Valley, they have a farm theme. We encourage you to literally go out with your whole campsite.
Okay.
So
I know in Relay for Life in Cameron County, that's actually the only overnight relay in the whole Rio Grande Valley. So it's from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So they're having a slumber party theme because they're going to be walking around in their pajamas.
Of course.
All night
And then
long.
Upper Valley Arts is a lights, camera, relay for a cure, a Hollywood Oscar night kind of theme. And we have themes. We have themed laps at each event. All of our relays have themed laps, and on our website you can find them. Like we have a Marvel versus,
cool.
you know, lap. We
Yeah.
have dress up as your favorite, like Hollywood character lap, Oscar night where I'm going to be wearing a gown and tennis shoes. Maybe. So we make it fun. The aspect of that's fun. And I know Kathy's relays also have different laps themed.
I know that like the public, they don't want to be there the whole evening, and they're like, oh, I can just come for an hour. Guarantee you those don't leave. Once you come, you're
have so much
hooked,
fun,
and you're just, there's so many activities.
And we have campsites, so people really get into it, decorate their campsite, like getting down on the farm. I'm sure there's going to be lots of cool things. Our Oscar themed, they're going to do movies. I mean, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it. And so, folks, if you want more information, go to their website, www.relayforlife.org/Mid-Valley, Texas, depending on which location you want to go to, or /Upper Valley, Texas, or TX, excuse me, and /North Cameron, TX. And of course, we have those running across your screen right now. So if you're interested in 1, 2, 3, all of them, you know, definitely go ahead and sign up for them, because it sounds like it's a place to be, and it does give back to a really great organization, and you're helping your people, your fellow Valleyites. So it's really great to give back. So thank you, ladies, so much for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank you.